Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a colorful look for you guys, and this is perfect for summer. It just screams summer. I really love the simplicity of it. I got so many compliments and it's super easy to do, so I really hope you guys like this, and let's just get right into the tutorial. So to begin this look, I'm going to be priming my face using my Too Faced Primed and Poreless primer, and as you can see, this actually has a tint to it, which is supposed to make your skin look a little bit more bronzed. For my foundation, I decided to go with my Naked Skin foundation from Urban Decay. I really love the lightweight feel of it, and the coverage is not so great. I obviously need a little bit more coverage, but I will go in with a concealer. But I really love how this foundation feels, especially for the summer. And it usually requires about 2 pumps per side. It is pretty runny, so as you can tell, it's very lightweight and it's kind of sheer. So I do apply about 2 pumps to each side, and it's a good idea to put up your hair before you start this. So now I'm just going to put up my hair and just continue working that into my skin. So now I'm going to be concealing and highlighting, and for that I'm going to take my NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer, and I am in the color Ginger, and I'm just going to be applying that under my eyes and on my forehead, the bridge of my nose, my Cupid's bow, and on my chin. And to blend that in, I'm going to be using my Real Techniques Beauty Sponge. And after that, you want to set all that using a translucent powder. I'm using one from Ben Nye called Pretty Pink. It's kind of like just a pink version of the banana powder, which has like a yellow undertone, which probably would suit me a lot better, but they didn't have it, so I opted for this one, which still works pretty fine. It's a translucent powder. And now I'm going to take my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the color Natural, I believe. And I'm just going to be applying that on the outside of my face, anywhere where I didn't apply concealer or highlight. And the brush that I'm using is my Mint 46 brush. Next, I'm picking up my Hoola bronzer, and I'm going to contour my face with this. And for that, I'm taking my Sigma Small Contour F05 brush, and I like to use the very corner of the brush. It has like a little sharper edge where I like to apply the actual line, and then with the fluffy side, I'll just go back and smooth out that line. I also like to bring a little bit of shadow down to my chin and up my hairline and my temples. I switched over to a smaller brush, and I'm just going to contour the sides of my nose just to make my nose appear a lot slimmer. And then to soften the edges and the harsh lines, I'm just going to take my Beauty Blender, which has a little bit of my product left over, and this is going to help blur the lines. So next I'm going to be taking a skin finish from Hourglass. This one is called Ambient, and it's a really pretty skin finish, but I like to use it mainly as a highlight, but it does have a little bit of a tint, so I use it right next to my contour just so it transitions into my skin while still adding a little bit of shimmer. And the brush I'm using is one from Delium Tools, the 953 brush. So now I'm going to be picking up a blush from MAC called Peaches, and I'm just going to be applying it just on the apples of my cheeks, and with that I'm using my MAC 163 brush. So that completes my face. Now I'm going to be moving on to the eyes. I like to start off with my eyebrows, and with that I'm going to be taking my Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in the color dark brown. And the brush that I've been using a lot that I really love for my eyebrows is my Mint 36 brush, and all the brushes that I am using in this video will be listed down below because some of them are truly my favorite. Now I'm going to be cleaning off my eyebrows, and it's going to make the edges appear a little bit more crisp and defined. And with that, I'm going to pick up a concealer. This is my NC35 Studio Finish Concealer from MAC, and the brush I'm using is my Mint number 12 brush. So now for the eyeshadows, I'm going to be picking up my Sigma Warm Neutrals palette, and the first color that I'm picking up is actually just to lay down a base for my eyes, and this is Sugar Milk, and I'm picking it up with my MAC 230 brush. I'm going to go back with my Peaches blush, and I'm just going to be actually using this as a shadow, and I'm going to be just buffing this in with my brush 217 from MAC. So as you can see, I'm buffing that in the outer corners of my eyes, and then I'm going to be applying it to the inner corners of my eyes, and just slightly connecting it. When you connect it, you have to make sure there's no additional product on your brush, so kind of just fades in really naturally, and it doesn't look like I actually tried to. I want the focus to just be on the outer corners and inner corners. Now to add some depth, I'm going to be taking a orange eyeshadow. This one is from Inglot. It's my 123R. I'm not sure if that's the name. These actually don't have names, they just have numbers. And with my Sigma Pencil E30 brush, I'm going to be applying that just on the outer crease of my eye. So just the very outer crease and very inner crease, just to add dimension. So next I'm going to be highlighting my eyes, and with that I'm using my pigment from MAC called Naked. It's a very subtle pigment, and with that I'm going to be picking it up with my MAC 228 brush. I'm going to be focusing it on the inner corners of my eyes and then also bring it to my lids. And after that I'm going to be applying it to my brow bone. I'm actually applying this product wet. I find that the pigment just shines a little bit more when applied wet. Next, I'm going to be picking up my Naked palette, and I'm going to take the color Naked, and the brush I'm using is from Sonia Kashuk. It's just a small pencil brush. I'm going to be adding a little shadow underneath my eyes, just on my lower lash line. This is just to add some depth. Now I'm going to take a light pencil, and I always like to take light pencils to help my eyes appear a little bit larger, and it just helps make me look more awake and just makes my makeup just stand out a little. So I always like to run a really light pencil to my waterline. Alright, so now I'm going to line my eyes taking my Maybelline New York Eye Studio in the color black, and the brush I'm using is my Mint 26 brush. It's a very small detail angled brush that I really love for doing my eyeliner. It just works perfectly, and it's such a nice little defined brush. So I'm just going to be creating a wing, and then after that you want to follow that with some curling of your lashes, and then apply a generous amount of mascara to your top and bottom lashes. Next, I'm going to take my OCC lip tar in the color Melange, and I've used this combination before, the actual Peaches blush with this exact same lip tar, and I'll have that video listed down below if you really love the combination and are into using coral colors lately, so I'll have that down below. Basically, I'm just going to be lining my lips with this and filling it in, and I'm going to take that same Naked pigment and just apply that to my Cupid's bow, and I decided to highlight the bridge of my nose, so I'm going to be doing that as well. And that pretty much is it. That completes the entire look.
I hope you guys enjoyed this look. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next tutorial.